Unlocking Bob's Light. This might be the second most difficult one to unlock. So you have to defeat Big Bob only using his lamps and making sure not to use any weapons or items against him. Earlier when I told you how to defeat Big Bob, I went over his mechanics, so I'm not going to do that again. Go back if you need that. What we will discuss is the weapons I used, items I avoided, and stats I made sure to keep small. I used Roberto because his default weapon was the scythe and because I enjoyed his movement more than Athena's. The other weapons I used were Aegis, Aura, and Chunkers. The goal is to use weapons that are close range and keep them that way. You could remove weapon slots if you wanted to, but I was also doing the Smashing Pumpkins challenge and I needed any help I could get against the stage enemies. The tomes I decided to use were Quantity, Attack Speed, Damage, and for some reason Pickup Range. Honestly, I was at a loss of what to use for the final tome, and I didn't realize until deep into the run that all my weapons are close range, so there isn't going to be any XP dropping far from me. If I could go back, I would definitely use the HP tome to defend against Big Bob's one-shot attack, as it only does HP damage and it does nothing to your shield. As far as I could tell, all the default items will not do any passive damage to Big Bob as long as you don't hit him with your weapons, so you're safe to use those and shouldn't need to ban anything as it comes up. When you're upgrading your weapons, try your best to avoid size upgrades. Size increase will happen, but as long as you're paying attention, it shouldn't get out of control at all. Once you're face to face with Big Bob, it's just a matter of keeping your distance and jumping from lamp to lamp. During my run, I had a hunch that maybe getting wrenches would reduce the time on the lamps, and it didn't. I had over 20 wrenches and there was zero effect. But it was cool to use that many on the charge shrines, both because the speed, which was awesome, and all the stats were crazy high. For my run, I only had 5% difficulty, which added 100,000 to his health. His default is 2 million. The lamps were doing about 100k damage per hit. Oddly got a little lower near the end, so I think I ended up doing about 22 charges. And the best advice I could give is get some speed, have a few extra jumps, and not a lot of jump height. And I guess the biggest thing, just be patient.